Well, good evening, everybody. This is WBKB Meteorologist Ryan Crump. I hope you all having a good evening so far. Now, we got some showers that's heading in our direction as we go through the overnight hours, and it's going to pretty much plague our day on our Thursday and on our Friday. But before we get to that, we're going to talk about the tropical storm Tammy. Finally has become a tropical storm as we've gone through the last couple of days. We've been talking about this storm for the last several days, as a matter of fact. Wind speeds are at 40 miles an hour. Pressure is about 1,008 millibars. It's moving out at the west at 23 miles an hour, so it is moving. And of course, the Antilles, well, y'all are in the Caribbean islands. Y'all back in danger with the storm approach you all. I think it's going to miss you all to the north, as places like Bermuda is going to be in the target of this storm. It's just going to continue to move further northwest as we go through the next several days here. So again, you're along the Caribbean islands or the Antilles, well, you're going to keep in mind that we're going to have to worry about these conditions being water conditions being affected by this tropical storm. I'm not expecting it to become a hurricane, but it might strengthen just a little bit as we go through the next several days. Well, we have another one. We talked about this one yesterday, and this is Tropical Storm Norma. Now, this is affecting the Eastern Pacific. It's got wind speeds at 70 miles an hour. Pressure is about 991 millibars. It's moving out of north-northwest at 7 miles an hour. And places like New Mexico, or the Baja cities is also under the gun of this storm hitting you all area. And this is expected to become a Category 2 hurricane as we go through the next couple of days, where wind speeds could get as high as 100 miles an hour. So some of these showers will be also moving in parts of Albuquerque and parts of the western Texas. So you all are going to get some rain out of this as well, giving y'all a chance to see some flash flooding out of this. But for us, well, we're not going to have to worry about that much rain. But we are going to have to grab the umbrella, though, because rain is on our way, as I just mentioned a few moments ago. But it's going to be a result of a cold front that's going to come through the area, and that's going to knock our temperatures down to the 40s for this weekend. Yes, 40s. But we are going to rebound as we go through next week, where we can see the 60s potentially return. Now, we didn't quite hit 60 in our area today. We got close. Unofficially, it hit 59 degrees. I think as we go throughout the rest of the day, we could reach that 60 plateau. 57 being the normal high, 85 was the record high back in 1950, 20 was the record low back in 1952. Our sunset time is at 6:43 p.m. Our days are beginning to get shorter and shorter, and daylight savings time is about to end pretty soon, so keep that in mind as you go forward. Now, the next 5 days, well, you're going to see the temperatures drop off due to that cold front. We're going to see highs reaching only into the upper 40s. So overnight lows are going to get down there. Some of the coolest air of the season will be heading in our direction as we go through the course of this weekend. We could see potential 20s for lows, guys. The good news, there's no snow in the forecast, so I'm going to keep it at that. But certainly, the temperatures are certainly warmer than 24 hours ago. With Tawas at 10 degrees warmer, Alpena 6, Oscoda 9, Miles at 8, and same thing with Rogers City at 8 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago. Why? Well, that's because of the winds. I'll get to that in just a second. But temperature outlook indicates we're going to be well above average when it comes to our temperatures. And this is going to go through October the 27th, meaning that the probability of temperatures being above average is a little bit higher. The darker the colors are, the higher the probability that we're going to have above average temperatures. Well, that's going to be remaining like that until we get to early on Friday. And that's going to be the result of a cold front. Now take a look at it. The wind direction is going to go from the southwest to the northwest. And that's going to bring in some much chillier air. And some of the wind gusts could be as high as 10, 15, or 20 miles an hour sustained. So actual wind gusts could be as high as 25 to 30 miles an hour, creating a wind chill in the area, making it feel much colder than the actual air temperature, which is very uncomfortable out if you think about it. But now, look at the futurecast. This is the first cold front that's going to pass through the area. That's going to bring us the rain showers. But the second cold front here is going to bring us the much cooler temperatures for this weekend. And even some of these areas in parts of Ontario, Canada and parts, yeah, they're going to see some snow out of the system. Luckily, we're not going to have to worry about any snow in our area, but we are going to have to worry about our share of rain chances for the next 3 days. Even a little bit beyond this, we'll see our fair share of rain chances in the forecast. So umbrella is going to be quite important, especially as you run your errands on this weekend. Now, tonight, well, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies. Of course, the showers are going to be developing as we go to the overnight hours. Depending on when that occurs, our temperatures are going to be held up because of the clouds. 52 degrees will be the low temperature for Rogers City, 49 for Alpena, 53 for Harrisville, 53 for Tawas, and 52 for Oscoda. Now, because of the rain showers and the clouds, our temperatures are not going to reach 60 like I initially forecast for your day back on your Wednesday or your Tuesday. 60 degrees will make it in Rogers City, 58 for Alpena, 57 for Harrisville and Oscoda, and Tawas making it up to 56. Onaway is going to make it up to 58 degrees. So yes, the 7-day forecast indicates that. Well, we're going to be at 57 for your Thursday, 56 for your Friday, and then of course our temperatures begin to drop off after that, because that's when that cold front comes through the area, guys. Look at the overnight lows on that Sunday, 29 degrees. I don't sound too thrilled to be talking about that, but we recover as we go through the course of Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, while high temperatures are going to return back into the 60s, 64 and 62 for your Tuesday and your Wednesday, with more rain showers on the way. Well, this has been WBKB meteorologist Ryan Crump. I hope you all have a great evening.